There is a quiet but powerful phenomenon that has existed across generations, cultures, and societies. The presence of women who carry an energy that feels different, deeper, and impossible to ignore. These women often walk through life misunderstood, judged, and sometimes even rejected without clear reason. Their presence disrupts comfortable illusions, challenges shallow expectations, and awakens emotions in others that many people are not ready to face. They do not necessarily seek attention, validation, or recognition, yet attention finds them. The truth is, chosen women carry a rare spiritual and emotional depth that naturally separates them from the ordinary patterns of the world. And because human nature often fears what it cannot understand, these women frequently become targets of resentment, jealousy, and silent opposition. Their greatest strength becomes the very reason they are misunderstood by many. Chosen women are not defined by perfection, beauty, or social status. Their uniqueness comes from something far deeper, an inner calling, an unshakable authenticity, and a spiritual resilience that cannot be easily broken by public opinion or social pressure. They often live lives marked by unusual struggles, emotional battles, and seasons of isolation that shape them into individuals who see reality from a higher perspective. Many people misunderstand their silence as pride, their confidence as arrogance, and their independence as rebellion. But the truth is, chosen women operate from a place of inner alignment that makes them impossible to control or manipulate. This difference often triggers insecurity in others, leading to hatred that is less about them and more about what they represent. 1. They cannot be controlled. One of the most threatening qualities of a chosen woman is her inability to be controlled by society's expectations, toxic relationships, or fear-based systems. While many people subconsciously adjust their behavior, personality, or even beliefs to gain acceptance and approval, chosen women operate from a different internal compass. They prioritize truth over acceptance and authenticity over comfort. This does not mean they are rebellious simply for the sake of rebellion. Rather, they possess a deep awareness that living dishonestly creates inner conflict that slowly erodes a person's identity. Chosen women often feel this internal misalignment very strongly, making it nearly impossible for them to live in ways that contradict their values, even when social pressure attempts to push them in another direction. They are willing to walk alone rather than betray their values. And this willingness often surprises people who assume that everyone secretly fears isolation. Society frequently conditions individuals, especially women, to equate acceptance with safety and belonging with success. Chosen women, however, understand that forced belonging can become a quiet form of imprisonment. They recognize that sacrificing personal truth for approval may provide temporary comfort, but ultimately creates long-term emotional and spiritual dissatisfaction. Because of this understanding, they resist systems that demand conformity at the expense of integrity. This independence unsettles those who rely on control to feel powerful. Control thrives in environments where individuals doubt themselves, seek validation constantly, or fear rejection. When someone cannot be influenced through guilt, manipulation, emotional pressure, or societal expectations, those who rely on such tactics often feel powerless. Chosen women tend to listen carefully, observe quietly, and make decisions based on deep internal reflection rather than external persuasion. This makes them difficult to predict or influence, which can frustrate individuals who depend on emotional leverage to maintain dominance in relationships or social dynamics. When people cannot manipulate a chosen woman's thoughts, emotions, or decisions, they often respond with frustration or hostility. Sometimes this hostility appears subtle, disguised as criticism, gossip, or attempts to isolate her socially. Other times it appears openly through confrontation or rejection. These reactions usually reveal more about the insecurities of those attempting control than about the chosen woman herself. Her resistance simply highlights how fragile control-based power truly is when faced with someone grounded in self-awareness and conviction. Control thrives on predictability, and chosen women are guided by inner conviction rather than external pressure. Their decisions often stem from quiet reflection, spiritual clarity, or emotional intuition rather than trends, peer influence, or societal expectations. Because of this, their choices can appear unpredictable to others, even though they feel deeply aligned and logical from within. This unpredictability challenges environments built on uniformity and obedience. Their freedom becomes intimidating because it exposes how many people live trapped inside invisible cages of approval. Many individuals silently follow expectations without questioning whether those expectations align with their personal truth. When they encounter someone living authentically and unapologetically, it forces them to confront their own compromises. Instead of facing this uncomfortable realization, some individuals project discomfort onto the chosen woman, labeling her as difficult, distant, or rebellious. In reality, her greatest threat is not defiance but freedom. A freedom that quietly challenges the illusion that conformity equals peace. 2. They naturally expose hidden truths. Chosen women often possess an intuitive awareness that allows them to sense dishonesty, manipulation, and false intentions without needing concrete evidence or obvious proof. Their perception tends to operate beyond surface-level observation, allowing them to notice emotional inconsistencies, hidden motives, and subtle behavioral patterns that others may overlook. This heightened awareness is rarely something they intentionally cultivate to judge others. Instead, it feels like an instinctive sensitivity to authenticity and energy. They can often feel when words and intentions do not align, even when situations appear calm or harmonious on the surface. Their presence alone can make people feel exposed, even when they remain silent or uninvolved. There is something deeply unsettling about being around someone who perceives truth without requiring explanation. Chosen women do not always confront dishonesty directly because they understand that truth does not always require confrontation to reveal itself. Sometimes, their quiet observation and emotional clarity create an atmosphere where deception struggles to survive naturally. People who rely on masks or manipulative behavior often sense this silent awareness, which can create tension even when no words are spoken. They do not necessarily confront others aggressively, but their clarity disrupts lies and hidden agendas. Their responses often carry an unusual level of honesty and calmness that makes deception feel unstable. When someone speaks from genuine clarity, it becomes difficult for false narratives to maintain their structure. Chosen women may ask simple yet profound questions, or respond in ways that gently reveal inconsistencies without direct accusation. This natural transparency often encourages truth to surface organically, sometimes causing individuals to reveal their own dishonesty unintentionally. People who operate through deception often grow uncomfortable around them because they feel seen in ways they cannot control. This discomfort stems from fear rather than guilt. When individuals rely on manipulation to maintain control or protect fragile identities, encountering someone who perceives truth threatens the foundation of their behavior. Instead of using this awareness as an opportunity for growth or self-reflection, many individuals choose defensive strategies such as distancing themselves, spreading misinformation, or attempting to discredit the chosen woman's perception. Instead of changing their behavior, many choose to attack or discredit the chosen woman. This reaction often appears through accusations that she is judgmental, overly sensitive, or suspicious. In reality, These accusations serve as emotional defense mechanisms designed to redirect attention away from the truth she represents. Discrediting the messenger often feels easier than confronting the message itself, especially when the message threatens long-standing illusions or hidden insecurities. Truth has a way of threatening illusions, and those who build their identity on illusions often react with anger toward those who reveal reality simply by existing. Chosen women do not need to actively expose lies. Their authenticity alone becomes a mirror, reflecting what is real and what is false. This reflective presence forces individuals to confront internal contradictions they may have avoided for years. While some individuals embrace this opportunity for growth, others react defensively, perceiving the chosen woman not as a source of clarity, but as a threat to carefully constructed emotional and social illusions. 3. They refuse to compete with other women. In a world that often encourages comparison and rivalry, chosen women operate according to a completely different mindset that prioritizes authenticity over validation and connection over competition. Modern social structures frequently condition women to measure their worth through external standards such as appearance, popularity, career success, romantic attention, or social influence. These comparison-based environments often create subtle but persistent pressure to outperform, outshine, or outdo others in order to feel valuable. Chosen women, however, develop an understanding that true self-worth cannot be measured through comparison, because comparison itself is rooted in insecurity and scarcity thinking. They understand their worth is not determined by external admiration or societal ranking systems, but by internal alignment, emotional integrity, and spiritual awareness. This understanding allows them to move through life with a sense of calm confidence that does not require constant validation. Because they no longer seek approval through competition, they often become deeply supportive of other women's success, growth, and individuality. Their encouragement feels genuine because it comes from abundance rather than insecurity. They celebrate uniqueness rather than feeling threatened by it, recognizing that each individual's path holds different experiences, challenges, and strengths. Ironically, this authenticity sometimes triggers jealousy in individuals who remain trapped in comparison cycles. When someone operates within a mindset that equates another woman's success with personal failure, witnessing someone who celebrates others freely can feel confusing or even suspicious. Some individuals may misinterpret this supportive nature as artificial or strategic because they cannot imagine operating outside competitive social conditioning. The chosen woman's refusal to compete exposes how deeply comparison-based thinking has shaped many social interactions, especially among women who are taught that rivalry equals empowerment. When someone refuses to participate in competition, it exposes the insecurity of those who rely on comparison to feel valuable. Competition often provides temporary confidence by creating a hierarchy where individuals feel superior to others. However, this form of confidence is fragile because it depends on external positioning rather than internal stability. Chosen women remove themselves from these hierarchies entirely, focusing instead on personal growth and emotional evolution. Their confidence does not fluctuate based on external rankings, which can make others question the foundation of their own self-esteem. Chosen women do not seek to be better than others. They seek to be true to themselves. This distinction is powerful because authenticity requires self-awareness, acceptance, and courage. It demands confronting personal flaws, insecurities, and emotional wounds, rather than hiding them behind comparison-based validation. This journey toward authenticity often creates deep inner peace, which radiates outward in subtle yet powerful ways. In a world addicted to validation, Self-acceptance can appear threatening. Many individuals spend years constructing identities designed to gain admiration, often suppressing their true personality to fit social expectations. When they encounter someone who lives openly and confidently without seeking approval, it forces them to confront the possibility that their own identity may be shaped by external influence rather than internal truth. Instead of embracing this realization, some respond with jealousy or criticism, not because the chosen woman seeks superiority, but because her authenticity quietly challenges systems built on comparison and insecurity. 4. They grow stronger through pain. Chosen women often experience deeper emotional and spiritual trials than most people, not because they seek suffering, but because their journey towards self-awareness frequently involves confronting life's most difficult lessons. Their path often includes betrayal by trusted individuals, rejection by communities they once felt connected to, extended periods of loneliness, and profound misunderstanding from those unable to comprehend their perspective. These experiences can feel overwhelming, especially during early stages, when the chosen woman may question why her life appears filled with intense emotional challenges while others seem to navigate smoother paths. However, instead of allowing these painful experiences to create bitterness or emotional shutdown, chosen women tend to transform suffering into wisdom and emotional depth. They possess an unusual ability to reflect deeply on their experiences, searching for meaning rather than dwelling solely on loss. This reflective process allows them to extract valuable lessons from painful events, gradually transforming emotional wounds into sources of strength, compassion, and understanding. Their growth often occurs quietly, without external recognition, as they rebuild themselves internally through resilience and spiritual insight. This transformation confuses those who expect suffering to permanently damage or weaken a person. Many individuals associate trauma with lifelong emotional instability or resentment, assuming that those who endure repeated hardship will eventually become hardened or cynical. When chosen women emerge from painful experiences with increased emotional maturity, empathy, and clarity, it challenges common beliefs about the nature of suffering. Their ability to grow through adversity suggests that pain can serve as a catalyst for transformation rather than destruction. When chosen women rise stronger after hardship, it challenges the belief that pain must destroy someone. Their resilience demonstrates that emotional strength is not the absence of suffering, but the ability to integrate suffering into personal growth. This resilience often becomes visible through their calmness during difficult situations, their patience with others' emotional struggles, and their ability to provide guidance without judgment. They speak from lived experience rather than theoretical knowledge, which gives their wisdom authenticity and emotional credibility. Their strength can unintentionally make others feel weak or unhealed. When someone witnesses another individual overcoming profound emotional challenges, it may trigger feelings of inadequacy or unresolved trauma. Instead of viewing the chosen woman's resilience as inspiration, some individuals interpret it as a reminder of their own unprocessed pain. This emotional discomfort can sometimes transform into resentment disguised as criticism, judgment, or dismissive attitudes. Chosen women rarely intend to create this reaction. Their focus remains on personal healing and growth, rather than comparison or superiority. However, their transformation often highlights the possibility of healing, which can feel intimidating to those who have avoided confronting their own emotional wounds. Their presence becomes a living example that pain does not have to define or limit a person's life. This silent message can feel empowering to some individuals and threatening to others, depending on their willingness to face personal healing. 5. They value authenticity over popularity. Chosen women rarely adjust their personality to match social trends, public expectations, or collective pressures designed to shape behavior for widespread approval. Their identity is rooted in internal truth, rather than external admiration, allowing them to navigate social environments without feeling obligated to perform roles that contradict their genuine personality. In societies where popularity often depends on image management, strategic social presentation, and careful self-censorship, chosen women's authenticity can appear unusual, refreshing, or even disruptive depending on the environment they occupy. They speak honestly, live genuinely, and refuse to create artificial versions of themselves to gain acceptance or admiration. Their honesty is rarely harsh or confrontational. Instead, it carries a calm sincerity that reflects emotional clarity and self-awareness. They understand that pretending to be someone else for acceptance creates relationships built on illusion rather than genuine connection. Because of this understanding, they prioritize meaningful interactions over widespread popularity. Their friendships and social circles often become smaller but deeper, filled with individuals who appreciate authenticity rather than performance. In social environments, where individuals carefully construct idealized images of perfection, authenticity can feel disruptive. Many social structures, especially those influenced by digital culture, reward curated personalities designed to attract admiration rather than reflect reality. Chosen women disrupt these environments simply by existing honestly. Their willingness to acknowledge imperfections, emotional struggles, and personal growth challenges the illusion that perfection is necessary for acceptance. This openness often encourages others to embrace vulnerability, although not everyone feels comfortable confronting emotional transparency. Many individuals secretly admire authenticity but fear living authentically themselves. Authentic living requires confronting rejection, misunderstanding, and occasional isolation, experiences many people try to avoid. Chosen women accept these risks because they recognize that self-betrayal creates deeper long-term suffering than social rejection. Their courage to live openly becomes both inspiring and intimidating to those who wish to express their true selves but feel constrained by fear of judgment or abandonment. When chosen women embody honesty without apology, they become living reminders that authenticity requires courage. They demonstrate that genuine self-expression does not guarantee universal acceptance, but often leads to inner peace and meaningful relationships. Their presence subtly challenges social norms that prioritize approval over truth, encouraging others to question whether their own identity reflects genuine self-expression or carefully maintained social masks. Instead of embracing this lesson, some individuals respond with rejection, because authenticity threatens carefully constructed identities. When someone has spent years maintaining an image designed to gain admiration or avoid criticism, encountering someone who lives freely and honestly can create emotional discomfort. Rather than confronting the possibility of personal inauthenticity, some individuals label chosen women as difficult, unconventional, or socially incompatible. In reality, their discomfort stems from witnessing a level of courage they have not yet embraced within themselves. They attract both admiration and opposition. Chosen women often attract strong emotional reactions from people, rarely experiencing neutral or indifferent responses. Their presence tends to carry a subtle but powerful energy that draws attention even when they intentionally seek privacy or simplicity. This magnetism is not always connected to physical appearance, social influence, or external accomplishments. Instead, it often originates from emotional depth, spiritual awareness, and a sense of calm confidence that naturally stands out in environments dominated by performance and insecurity. People tend to notice authenticity instinctively, even when they cannot explain why certain individuals feel compelling or memorable. People who resonate with truth, emotional honesty, and personal growth often feel deeply inspired by chosen women. Their presence can feel comforting, motivating, and uplifting because it reflects qualities many individuals aspire to develop within themselves. Those who seek growth may find encouragement in observing someone who navigates life with integrity, resilience, and quiet strength. Chosen women often become sources of support or guidance for those drawn to their authenticity, even when they do not actively attempt to lead or mentor others. At the same time, individuals who feel uncomfortable with self-reflection or emotional accountability may experience irritation, suspicion, or resistance toward chosen women. Their authenticity can unintentionally highlight insecurities or unresolved internal struggles in others. When someone encounters a person who embodies qualities they secretly admire but feel unable or unwilling to develop, it can create emotional conflict. This conflict sometimes transforms into negative judgment, gossip, or subtle hostility. Rather than confronting their own discomfort, individuals may project these feelings outward, perceiving the chosen woman as the cause of their unease. Their presence tends to amplify emotions in others, bringing hidden insecurities, desires, and fears to the surface. This amplification effect often occurs because chosen women operate with emotional transparency and grounded self-awareness. Their energy encourages others to examine themselves more honestly, whether consciously or unconsciously. For individuals prepared for growth, this can feel empowering and transformative. For those avoiding introspection, it can feel intrusive or overwhelming, even when the chosen woman has done nothing directly to provoke such reactions. This duality makes their social experience complex because they rarely encounter balanced or neutral relationships. They often experience intense admiration or deep misunderstanding, sometimes simultaneously from different individuals within the same environment. This unpredictability can create emotional challenges, as chosen women may struggle to understand why their presence generates such strong reactions when their intentions remain peaceful and sincere. They are either respected deeply or misunderstood completely. People who value authenticity tend to appreciate their honesty, emotional wisdom, and quiet strength, often forming strong and meaningful bonds with them. Meanwhile, individuals who interpret difference as threat may distance themselves or attempt to undermine their credibility. This pattern can create social isolation at times, but it also ensures that the chosen woman's relationships are built on genuine connection rather than superficial approval. Over time, they often learn to accept this duality as a natural consequence of living authentically, recognizing that strong reactions frequently reflect internal struggles within others rather than flaws within themselves. 7. They walk away from what no longer serves them. Chosen women possess the rare emotional strength and self-awareness required to release relationships, environments, opportunities, and patterns that compromise their spiritual, emotional, or psychological well-being. Many individuals remain connected to unhealthy situations because of fear of loneliness, fear of uncertainty, fear of starting over, or fear of disappointing others. Chosen women, however, develop a deep understanding that staying in environments that diminish their peace slowly erodes their identity and emotional stability. They recognize that attachment without alignment creates long-term suffering, even when separation feels temporarily painful. Their willingness to walk away does not stem from impulsiveness or lack of loyalty. In fact, chosen women often remain patient, compassionate, and understanding long after others might have left. They typically invest deeply in relationships, personal growth, and emotional connection. However, once they recognize consistent patterns of toxicity, manipulation, disrespect, or emotional imbalance, they begin to withdraw gradually. Their decision to leave usually results from deep reflection rather than emotional reaction. They carefully evaluate whether a situation allows mutual growth, respect, and authenticity. When it does not, they choose peace over familiarity. Many people remain in unhealthy environments because comfort zones provide predictable emotional experiences, even when those experiences involve stress or dissatisfaction. Chosen women understand that growth often requires entering unfamiliar territory filled with uncertainty and vulnerability. Their willingness to release toxic attachments challenges individuals who remain trapped in comfort zones. Observing someone else choose growth over security forces others to confront their own fears of change and independence. Walking away from toxicity requires immense courage because it often involves emotional loss, social misunderstanding, and temporary loneliness. Chosen women accept these challenges because they recognize that loneliness within toxic relationships often feels far more painful than solitude during personal healing. Their ability to prioritize long-term peace over short-term comfort demonstrates emotional maturity and deep self-respect. Witnessing someone choose growth over familiarity can force others to confront unresolved fears and insecurities. Some individuals admire this courage and feel inspired to pursue their own healing. Others react defensively, projecting anger, criticism, or resentment toward the chosen woman. This projection often disguises internal fear, fear of change, fear of independence, or fear of confronting unhealthy attachments in their own lives. Rather than facing those fears, some individuals direct blame toward the woman who chose transformation. They may label her as distant, disloyal, or emotionally detached. In reality, her decision reflects emotional clarity rather than rejection of others. She simply recognizes that personal peace and growth cannot coexist with environments that consistently undermine emotional stability. Over time, chosen women learn that walking away is not an act of abandonment, but an act of self-preservation, allowing them to create space for healthier connections aligned with their values and spiritual evolution. They carry a natural leadership energy. Chosen women often demonstrate leadership qualities without actively seeking authority, recognition, or control over others. Their leadership emerges naturally through emotional intelligence, calm presence, and consistent integrity, rather than formal titles or positions of power. People frequently feel drawn to their guidance during times of confusion, emotional difficulty, or personal transformation. This natural influence develops because chosen women tend to listen deeply, speak thoughtfully, and respond with balanced wisdom rather than reactive judgment. Their wisdom often originates from personal life experience rather than theoretical knowledge. Having navigated emotional hardship, spiritual growth, and personal transformation, they develop insights grounded in lived reality. When they offer advice or emotional support, their words often carry authenticity and relatability. People trust them because their guidance reflects understanding rather than superiority. Their leadership style focuses on empowerment rather than control, encouraging individuals to discover their own strength rather than depend on external direction. They inspire transformation simply through example rather than authority. Observing someone remain calm during conflict, honest during pressure, and compassionate during difficulty can influence others more powerfully than direct instruction. Chosen women often lead through silent demonstration, showing others how to navigate life with emotional resilience and authenticity. Their consistency creates a sense of reliability that encourages trust and respect naturally. However, natural leadership can threaten individuals who rely on titles, status, or hierarchical structures to maintain influence. In environments where authority depends on formal recognition or social ranking, organic leadership can appear disruptive. When people respect someone because of character rather than position, it challenges systems that measure leadership through power or status. Some individuals interpret this natural influence as competition, even when the chosen woman has no desire to replace or overshadow anyone. When leadership emerges organically through character rather than authority, it disrupts traditional expectations of power. Chosen women rarely attempt to dominate conversations, control group decisions, or assert superiority. Instead, they guide through emotional presence, thoughtful perspective, and supportive encouragement. This subtle influence often creates lasting impact because it encourages internal transformation rather than external obedience. Some individuals misinterpret this quiet influence as ambition or hidden competition. They may feel threatened by someone who inspires respect without seeking validation. In reality, chosen women often prefer harmony and collaboration rather than leadership roles. Their influence exists because authenticity naturally attracts trust. Over time, they learn that true leadership is not about controlling others, but about inspiring individuals to recognize their own strength and emotional clarity through genuine example. They inspire people to confront themselves. Perhaps the most uncomfortable yet transformative quality of chosen women is their ability to inspire deep self-reflection in others. Their presence encourages individuals to examine their beliefs, emotional patterns, personal choices, and unresolved wounds. This self-examination often occurs unconsciously. People may not initially recognize why they feel introspective or emotionally stirred around chosen women, but their authenticity creates an environment that encourages honesty and inner evaluation. Their calm self-awareness acts like a mirror, reflecting both positive potential and hidden emotional struggles within those around them. When individuals encounter someone who lives authentically, processes emotions honestly, and demonstrates inner stability, it naturally invites comparison between external behavior and internal truth. This reflection can feel empowering for those ready to grow, as it highlights possibilities for healing, transformation, and emotional freedom. However, self-reflection is powerful but often painful. Looking inward requires acknowledging past mistakes, emotional wounds, suppressed fears, and unhealthy behavioral patterns. Many individuals avoid this internal confrontation because it challenges their identity and requires accountability. Growth demands releasing comfort zones built around familiar emotional habits, even when those habits create suffering. When chosen women unintentionally trigger this inner evaluation, individuals may experience emotional discomfort, confusion, or resistance. Many people misinterpret this discomfort as dislike toward the chosen woman herself. Instead of recognizing that emotional tension originates from internal conflict, they associate their discomfort with her presence. This misinterpretation often leads to distancing, criticism, or emotional hostility. In reality, the discomfort stems from confronting truths that have been ignored or suppressed for years. The chosen woman simply becomes the catalyst that initiates this introspective process. Chosen women become mirrors, reflecting both potential and unresolved pain in those around them. Their presence highlights emotional possibilities, showing others that healing, authenticity, and personal growth are achievable. At the same time, they reveal emotional wounds individuals may prefer to avoid. This dual reflection creates strong emotional reactions, depending on a person's readiness for self-awareness. Those open to growth often feel inspired, motivated, and emotionally supported by the chosen woman's presence. They view her authenticity as guidance and encouragement for their own transformation. Those resistant to introspection may perceive her as intimidating or emotionally unsettling, interpreting her reflective presence as judgment rather than inspiration. Chosen women rarely intend to provoke such reactions. Their focus remains on living honestly and growing spiritually. However, authenticity naturally encourages others to confront their inner world. Over time, chosen women learn that their presence serves as both inspiration and challenge, offering individuals the opportunity to confront themselves honestly. Whether others embrace or resist this opportunity depends entirely on their willingness to pursue personal growth and emotional healing. Being a chosen woman is not a life of constant admiration or ease. It is a journey marked by strength, isolation, wisdom, and purpose. The very qualities that make chosen women powerful often make them misunderstood by society. If you have ever felt different, judged without reason, or rejected for simply being authentic, you may be walking a path that requires courage beyond ordinary understanding. Remember, not everyone will celebrate your light, but your purpose was never meant to fit into small spaces created by fear or insecurity. If this message has reached you at the exact moment you needed it, it may not be coincidence. It may be confirmation. This is the Woman of Light channel. If you found value in this message, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more empowering content. And if you feel this message spoke directly to your spirit, type 1111 in the comment section as a sign of alignment and divine blessings. Thank you for watching.